Coming down the Xbox wire today, news that while it got almost zero traction, if you keep your eyes in the right places online, it was in fact heavily leaked for a little while now. The Meta Quest 3S Xbox Edition. As Microsoft pushed ahead with their plan to make the word Xbox make you think of a general gaming platform and storefront, rather than a specific set-in-generational stone hunk of console hardware. Which, hey, just on that note, how long do you think it'll be before an Xbox Cloud app or something similar sees the light of day on the Nintendo Switch 2? I'm just asking questions here. I think it might be soon. But hello again, I am Blunty, busting out the old VR avatar for the first time in a while, because in Microsoft's own words, today, in collaboration with Meta, we're excited to announce the launch of the MetaQuest 3S Xbox Edition. The MetaQuest 3S Xbox Edition limited edition release, the first limited edition ever for the Quest, is part of our ongoing partnership and celebrates the expansion of Xbox Cloud Gaming Beta on MetaQuest headsets. So, an Xbox headset made by the biggest name in VR right now, for better or worse, at least as far as the general public is concerned. VR nerds, feel free to have an argument in the down below about who the actual biggest deal brand in VR is, because between us, we know it's not Meta, right? But do not get too excited. This is not, absolutely not, in any way, shape, or form some kind of competitor for Sony's disastrously and miserably failed PS5, PSVR 2. Instead, it really is just a completely normal MetaQuest 3S headset, which originally launched in mid-October 2024 to a fairly warm reception. It's a pretty decent bit of hardware, and which itself is a slightly gimped and cut-down version of the MetaQuest 3 headset, which launched about a year earlier. And here's the thing, the gotcha. The MetaQuest 3S Xbox Edition is even less special than you might imagine. Maybe you're thinking it's rocking some kind of special new operating system, maybe somehow related to that new cut-down Windows version they made for the Xbox ROG Ally thingy. No. At the very least, it has to be a custom version of Meta's own operating system, surely something Xbox bespoke, a new arm of the Xbox brand for Xbox VR games, and perhaps even Android in general, because that's what these things run on underneath it all, it's Android. It does cost more, though. It's more than $80 more expensive than the standard Quest 3S, but for that money, you get, you get everything you get with the standard Quest 3S, but you also get 3 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and, but wait, there's more, a limited edition Xbox wireless controller, which actually makes this bundle reasonably good value, actually. The 3 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and the controller together add up, collectively to more than the price difference between a regular 3S and this. And it's all in a special Xbox colorway. Gone is the soft white of Meta's standard. In comes what they're calling carbon black and velocity green. I guarantee you a Gen Xer had a hand in naming those. It sounds so extreme. And it is set up to be ready right out of the box for all the Xbox stuff that it does. And when I say all the Xbox stuff that it does, I mean the one Xbox thing that it does. Again, this is not VR Xbox games. And it's not even something the regular Quest 3S or the Quest 3 can't already do, and haven't already been doing for some time now. In fact, I was using this feature back in late 2023, even made a video about it. It comes pre-installed with the Xbox app on Quest, and from this you can access a pretty decent library of games using Xbox Cloud Gaming, which is still technically in beta, if you can believe it. Years of beta now. Someday they'll finish it, probably, maybe, or just leave it in beta forever, so any problems they can go, it's just in beta, don't worry about how buggy and crappy it is, it's in beta, you can't complain, it's in beta. And alongside that, Game Pass Ultimate members can also stream select cloud playable games they already own, stuff that isn't normally cloud streamable. But it is not your entire library, it only works with certain games, but it's something. There's more than 100 supported titles in the Stream Your Own Game collection. The experience, as I tested it back at the end of 2023, was actually surprisingly good. And I retested it this morning while preparing this video, and the interface has changed a little bit. The screen size options of how you access how big the screen is and everything, that's a bit changed, but the overall experience, you stick your controller, you play a game on a big virtual screen, pretty much works exactly as it did a couple of years ago. Meaning it is, in ideal conditions, highly responsive, fluid gameplay, and the app lets you use the screen in your regular Quest environment or in pass-through mode so you can see the rest of the environment around you, or in a special little, fairly Spartan but pleasant sort of black and green Xbox-themed theater room kind of deal. So, what we have here is what they're calling a limited edition as well, without any word on how limited it is. No actual numbers have been shared on that, and they don't seem to be numbered or anything, so it's not like a collector's item. So I think we can write this off as a marketing tactic to cover their asses because they've done a limited production run because they have no idea how well, or how poorly, these will actually sell. So they didn't want to make a big bunch of them. So they have a bunch of inventory they can't shift, just sitting in a warehouse somewhere because nobody bloody wants it. Risk averse. So yeah, consider the whole limited edition a marketing stunt. Just doing a run of an otherwise completely stock Quest 3 in different colored plastics, throwing a controller in the box and a 3-month Xbox Game Pass Ultimate sub, which they give away like candy and a whole bunch of things. This whole thing is a marketing stunt. It's just to push Xbox into headlines again and remind people about Game Pass, about Xbox cloud streaming, and to catch a few people on the novelty of playing traditional flat screen games in virtual spaces on big virtual screens. Which, if I'm being fair, is a genuinely nice experience and can be legitimately useful for people with limited personal living spaces. Or even if they just want to be immersed and sort of block out the outside world so all they see is their game and a nice little dark room. And also, if I'm being fair, the thing does look really good in those colors, doesn't it? But yeah, not an Xbox VR gaming. It's not Xbox VR in any way, shape, or form. Let's be real clear about this, because I know some people are going to get the wrong idea. But a fairly fun marketing tactic of an already pretty decent device. It's reasonable value for the kind of VR experience you get from this thing. It's not bad, is what I'm saying. Let me know in the down below if you are tempted. I already have a Quest 3, which is what I'm wearing right now, so not me. But the news did inspire me to boot up the Xbox app again and see what's changed since I last looked at it. I don't have an Xbox Ultimate Game Pass subscription active at the moment, so I couldn't do anything but look at the free games like Fortnite, which I would never normally play anyway, but it still works really nicely. So yeah, I mean, you made me go back to the app, at the very least, Xbox, so successful marketing. Hooray, good for you. Thanks for watching. I am Blunt. Thank you as always to the patrons scrolling away up above there, and I will catch you next time. Oh, my hands tracking failed just at the last moment when I tried to do my salute. It has a problem when you go too close to the face, because the cameras are trying to track your hands, and if the hands are too close to the face, they don't track very well.